Probably just gonna eat the rest of this on camera. Welcome back to Rewind with bschwitty, because I'm only smoking to take my mind off of my dog biscuit problem today. I know I was excited last week, but I am super excited this week because it's National Doughnut Day. Why are these National Friday days stuff that I actually like instead of stuff I can make fun of? I don't know. But since we already did a pairing on Monday for macaroons, I figured we should do another wine recipe like we did last week because, well, this right here, this is a wine donut. What's a wine donut, you ask? Well, this is a chocolate Bismark, or sometimes called Boston cream. They're slightly different. And what I've done to this beautiful donut here is instead of using the typical vanilla cream, I made a red wine reduction, blended it with the cream, and made this into a red wine cream-filled donut. And let me show you how.
All right, first we need a cup of milk heated to about 110 degrees, a teaspoon of sugar, and about 7 grams of active dry yeast. Whisk together to combine and set aside for about 10 minutes. In a large mixing bowl, add 350 grams of all-purpose flour with 75 grams of sugar and about a teaspoon of table salt. Whisk to combine. When the yeast is ready, add it to the mixture. I like to give mine a little extra swirl so it's all homogeneous. And then add 3 egg yolks, and either with a wooden spatula or use your hands like I did, combine the ingredients until it forms a shaggy dough. Then on a lightly floured work surface, turn out the dough and knead for about 8 minutes or until it forms a smooth ball. When done, put into a lightly greased bowl and cover and let rise for about an hour or until the dough has doubled in size. Meanwhile, we're going to start on our cream filling with 3 egg yolks, 1 whole egg, 85 grams of white sugar, and 30 grams of cornstarch. Whisk to combine. Meanwhile, bring 2 cups of milk to almost a boil, somewhere around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to temper the eggs, so you're going to lightly add milk to the eggs, trying not to scald or cook the eggs. This tempering process will allow us to create the custard without cooking the eggs into a scrambled mess. About halfway through, the mixture is tempered enough so you can just add the rest of the milk. And once you're ready, add the mixture back into your pot and whisk over medium-low heat for about 5 minutes or until the mixture becomes thick. Next, using either a cheesecloth or a fine mesh sieve, run your custard through it so that you catch any curds that may have formed during this process. We want the custard to be nice and smooth. Cover it with plastic wrap on top of the custard and put it in your chiller for at least 2 hours. In addition, we're going to be making a red wine reduction. I added about a cup of red wine to some foaming butter and reduced it to about 1/4 to 1/8 of a cup, and also threw it in the chiller. After the dough is doubled in size, turn it out onto another floured work surface, pat down with a little bit of flour, and start to roll it out to about a 1/2 inch thickness. Then use a biscuit cutter or any round cutter you have. I had to use my 1 cup measuring cup because my biscuit cutter is actually a donut cutter and you can't remove the donut hole cut cutter, which, let's be honest, you don't want to do because we're making filled donuts, not donuts with holes. And put it on a floured baking sheet and cover again. This time we're going to proof for about 45 minutes. Into the hot oil they go, cooking for about 45 seconds per side, and then resting on a wire rack once removed. Next up, we have 4 ounces of baker's chocolate, which we are chopping up and putting into a heat-proof ramekin. We're going to add a dash of espresso powder and 2 tablespoons honey, and then add 1/4 of a cup of scalding whole milk. Also, let's get the filling ready, pull out the custard, and fold in the red wine reduction. And put it back into the chiller to let it set again. Put it into a piping bag, and you are ready to go. Now take a paring knife to our donuts, insert, and give it a little space so that you can fill it with filling, and then dip it into the chocolate on the top and return it to the wire rack. Let the donuts sit for another 20 minutes until the chocolate is hardened, and we're ready to go. Back to the studio to try these out.
Wasn't that interesting? Well, now we've got to taste it. This looks so good. I'm saddened for my waistline now that I know how to make these. So let's see how they taste. Let's see if you can see in there. That purple wine cream. Oh, it's brilliant. It goes great with the chocolate. The donut is pillowy and doughy. Everything I love about a Bismark or a Boston cream filled. That purple cream though. I have to say, I've outdone myself 2 weeks in a row. Red wine reductions, they make things amazing. So let me know how you're going to celebrate National Doughnut Day, and if you're going to celebrate with wine, which you should, in the comments below. Go clickety clack, or, I guess regular typing on a phone doesn't really make that sound. Remember, you can find me here on YouTube by going to rewindshow.com. Please, while you're here, subscribe to my channel. Leave me a like, share this recipe with your friends because they want to know how to make wine cream-filled donuts themselves. And ring the bell icon to get notified when new episodes come out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can also find me over on Instagram at @RewindShow or on Twitter at bschwitty. This has been Rewind. My name is bschwitty, and I will catch you next time.